Hello, everybody, and welcome back to First Ring Daily. We are standing in front of the hub that is not the Surface Hub, but it is the Microsoft Hub for Ignite 2019. It is day 2, feels like day 19.
Yep.
But how you feeling, Paul, this morning?
A little punchy today. A little punchy.
I think that's par for the course for every day. I think that's every day. But as a reminder, guys, today's episode is actually brought to you by Smart Deploy. And believe it or not, Aaron was walking by It's convenient how these things happen. Mr. Aaron Suzuki, all the way down from the great Seattle area. How's it going, Aaron?
What are the chances? It's going well. Thanks for having me.
What are the chances that everyone's going to click that link down below and get that $700 free license offer?
Oh, yeah.
But there's a lot going on. What brings you down to, well, down to Ignite?
Customers and partners and trying to see what, if any, major earth-shattering announcements play out and you know, see the goodies, see the demos, check out the new gear, lots of hardware, all the stuff.
And specifically when he says goodies, he means us, Paul and I.
Yes, exactly.
That's how we think of ourselves.
It is. Oh, look, there's a security dog. Hopefully it'll latch onto your leg.
You're right.
Please don't sniff the bags. But there's been a lot going on. Yesterday, make sure you checked out Petri, obviously, because I think we published 13 posts covering a wide range of stuff. Surface Pro X review is now up and live. And so we're back to day 2 of Ignite. There's more keynotes, there's more technical sessions. Anything in particular that you're looking forward to, Windows related, Office 365, Microsoft 365, Azure Arc. There's just a lot of stuff.
Totally. I think there's a couple things we're keeping an eye on. WinUI 3 is kind of interesting, right? Yeah. That's kind of a next step and marrying lots of things. So kind of curious to see what's going on there, get some more details, you know, talk to the folks out on the floor and see what they have to say about it. Get under the covers there a little bit, trying to put together the whole story between all litany of Office 365 / Microsoft 365 announcements going on and putting that whole picture together. And it seems like a lot of just systems and tools getting laced up, right? I mean, more frameworks, making stuff work better together and all of that. So a lot to kind of get up on and keep up on.
And if you want to get up more on that, we're going to be doing an enterprise dish here with Mr. Suzuki, and you'll be able to find that on petri.com as well. But Aaron, before you depart, any last sage advice for the Ignite attendees?
The reality is, for those of you not here, you're getting better rest. You're not having to wrestle the crowd, stand in lines, and all the information's there. But there is a lot of good stuff here, and it's good to catch back up with friends. So thanks again for having me, guys. We
appreciate you walking by. This was this worked out pretty dang well. Pretty dang well.
So, Brad, I got to ask you. You've reviewed the Pro X. Can you give us like the high level summary on that?
So here's the thing with the Pro X. First off, it's the only machine that I brought down here. I mean, you've seen me use it.
I cannot believe you traveled with that one machine.
It's the only machine I have. So there's a couple issues. One, I don't have the ability to video edit, so I'm dependent on other people from that. You cannot video edit.
Is that a 64-bit issue?
It's just a performance issue.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to try to tax it. Here's the thing with the Pro X. I love the form factor. I love the features. The type cover with the Carpenter's pencil in it is honestly, I don't want to say game-changing, but it's so nice that when you actually want a pen, you know where it is. You're not fishing around in the bottom of the bag looking for it.
I've literally detached the Pro 7 pen from that device at least 3 times in a strip by mistake, including once when I was on the bed and it fell behind the bed. So yeah, I mean, it's a little thing, but it's big.
So here's my kind of reality check for people if you're thinking about buying a Pro X. When you look at the performance of it, if you have a Surface Go, you are going to love the Pro X. If you have a Surface Laptop 1, you will be able to use the Pro X because it's about the same performance as a Surface Laptop 1. If you are coming from a Core i7 or even a higher-end Core i5 or newer Core i5, you might not be all that satisfied with the performance. But for running, here's like my test that I did to see if it worked for me. I ran 2 1080p videos in the background, had Spotify running, and wrote 10 posts for Petri on it. It was fine.
Right. How's the battery life then?
Battery life is a mixed bag here. I've gotten as low as 5 hours, but as high as 7.5.
Yeah. Okay.
So
it's about half of what they said, which is how those things tend to roll out.
I typically look at the Microsoft estimate, divide by 2, and then add an hour is usually where I end up, roughly. The thing is it got, other people had very different opinions. The thing is, I really like it.
Yeah.
It's not perfect. There's no headphone jack. The battery life could obviously be better. The performance could be better. But if you are somebody who's just out and about, you're going to Starbucks to answer some emails, you're going on a light vacation and all you got to do is Office apps, it is great. The Instant On, which ARM is kind of known for,
Yep.
works phenomenally.
Right.
You just open it up and it's on. You don't worry about battery drain when it's not really being used. So, and then the quick charge too makes a big difference.
Yep.
80%, at least 80% in an hour.
Yep,
I'll tell you,
that's good.
I got more than 80% a couple times. I think 80% might be a little conservative, personally.
Right.
So, I don't know. The biggest downside of the device, though, is the price.
Yeah. So as configured, what is the cost of your machine, the review machine?
About $1,300.
Right. And does that include the keyboard and the pen?
Yes, it does.
It does, okay.
So it's
All right.
it's $9.99 for just the hardware. Your existing type covers will not work. It actually uses a new pin configuration, which I noted. It's much smaller and more compact, so your existing type covers won't work.
Right.
Your existing pen should work, but if you're going to buy this thing, you want to buy the version that has the Carpenter
course.
pen that docks in
The
there.
existing pen will work. That's
Yeah.
true.
So, your mileage is going to vary on with whether or not this works for you.
I don't remember if this was part of the sale, but Microsoft's having a big Black Friday sale.
Yeah.
Bunch of Surface stuff on sale. I know the Surface Pro 7 and laptop are significantly cost reduced. $300 on Surface laptop 3.
Yep.
So it's possible that Pro X will also be on sale, but I don't remember if that was part of it or not.
I can't remember either.
Yeah.
And I do want to point out that I was using Chrome, not Edge, not anything else, because I assumed that most people are just going to get this thing and go download Chrome from
use
the
what
internet.
you use.
Right? And that was not an inhibitor. Like I said, I've written roughly 60,000 words on it, and
Nice.
it's fine. Just
Right.
don't go in with the expectation that it's going to edit video and
Yeah.
photos.
Good.
So,
Okay.
yeah. What else? You posted your Pro 7 review.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't mean to be sarcastic. It's more of the same, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
Pro 5, Pro 6, Pro 7, very similar. That's important, though. I mean, I think there are a lot of people with a Pro 3 or newer who want to upgrade. They want their peripherals to work. They want that consistent experience, but they want the better innards and so forth. So USB-C, 10th gen, Ice Lake processor. Battery life is not great. It's somewhere in the 5 to 7 hour range. I did a lot of Visual Studio on it. That's probably unfair.
Yeah.
But it's going to be roughly half what Microsoft said, plus 1 hour, like you said. It's
Yeah.
right. It is right there. It's a classic. It's iconic for a reason. It's a beautiful device. I have been using it. I did bring another one. See, I'm like you. I was a little worried about it, but honestly, I've been just using it. And I today had a meeting with Surface, and I literally took notes with the pen, and I never do that.
Yeah.
And it's a great experience. I don't have great handwriting or whatever, but I knew I didn't have to record everything they said. I just needed to catch the highlights. It would be fine for that kind of note taking, and it's great.
Yeah.
It's really good.
One thing I did forget to say, and this is I find fascinating. So if you buy an AMD Ryzen 5 15-inch Surface Laptop 3,
Yep.
it is like roughly the same amount of performance as that Pro X.
Yeah.
So
But how much is that thing?
right, but well, we don't know. Is that good for the Pro X? Meaning like, wow, it's matching that, or does that mean that AMD's really, really low? That's on Geekbench 4, by the way. Geekbench 5 will not run on the Pro X because it's a 64-bit app.
Right.
And it only runs 32-bit apps in emulation or virtualization, I guess is probably the better way to describe it. Which it does work really well, that virtualization. Microsoft is getting there.
Yep.
So, anything else catching your eye, Paul?
No, I mean, yesterday was obviously about the keynote in a couple of meetings. Today is my big meeting day. I don't think we have to keep any of that secret. I mean, I talked to Surface. I talked to HoloLens, Greg later, Microsoft 365, stuff like that. So this is nice. I can kind of pad out the week with a deeper dive into the stuff than you would get, from the keynote. So that's nice.
Yeah, it's been a busy day yesterday. Today is going to be even busier. But we appreciate everybody tuning in, and make sure you check out that Smart Deploy offer from Mr. Aaron, who stopped by conveniently. And those links will be down below. And we'll catch all of you right back here next time on First Ring Daily.